Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. In this video, I'm going to show you the actual pricing for $20,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 57-year-old male. Now, first thing you need to understand is you can go directly to our website. We've got these quotas on just about every page. You select the state that you live in. We are licensed in all 50 states, by the way. Select the coverage amount, fill out the rest, birthday and info. Click Get Quotes Now. It's going to take you to a page that's going to show you the best companies that have the lowest pricing in your state. You'll be able to save money, and you'll also be able to compare pricing to those plans out there that offer those rates that seem way too good to be true, that are never true. And you'll be able to actually be a very smart consumer that way. You can call us at 888-862-9456. Our agents can calculate those rates out for you as well. Now, the first thing you need to understand as a 57-year-old male, when looking for this insurance for $20,000, is that going to be enough for your final expense needs? That's typically going to be either cremation or burial. Now, with a cremation, the average cost of a cremation right now in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you're going to have some sort of ceremony with that, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500 for the cremation and the ceremony. So what we would typically recommend is not $20,000, although if you've got the financial means to do so, we can help you out with that. But most people would get probably for the cremation, come home in a cardboard box or an urn, probably between $5,000 to $7,000. And if you're going to have that cremation with the ceremony, probably $7,000 to $10,000. What that does is it's a little more insurance than you need right now if you died in the next few years. But that also provides a few extra dollars in the early years to pay for any, medical expenses or other final expenses. But as time goes on, we know that prices go up. So getting a little extra coverage inflation-proofs that so that both, yourself and your family will be protected later on in life. Now, if you're going to get buried, the average cost of a burial right now in the United States is right around $10,000. Now, so if you pretty much walk in with a $10,000 check to almost probably any funeral home in America, I would imagine, they would probably work with you on that. They'll get it done. It won't be anything fancy, but it's hard to imagine they're going to let that check walk out the door and go down the street to one of their competitors. Just understand it's not going to be anything fancy. So we would typically recommend for a 57-year-old male, typically somewhere between $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. Because if you live to 67, age 67, maybe 87, we just know things are going to get more expensive. But also keep in mind that we don't recommend you over-insuring and getting like $30,000 or $40,000 or something like that to give to kids or family or something like that. Typically, because it just gets to be more expensive, and if people are on a fixed or limited income, we really recommend they take care of just the final expense needs. And then just remember, if you can only afford $10,000, get that right now. We can always help you add more coverage later in the future too. So let's. One thing we actually recommend is getting first day coverage or benefits. We do not recommend those 2-year waiting period plans. We'll go over that in a minute. But yeah, first day coverage. What that means is that hypothetically, if you got your policy today and you died tomorrow, the insurance company would pay the full $20,000 if that's what the policy face value was. Which obviously that's perfect because none of us knows when we're going to die. We could live another 20 minutes or another 20 years. We don't know, right? So a lot of people would say, hey, I like the first day coverage, but those plans ask health questions, and I'm not in the best of health. To which we would say, hey, that's our problem, not yours. We work with enough different insurance companies. They all ask different health questions. They all have different underwriting. And really, about 95% of the time, we're getting people first day coverage or benefits. So let us see if we can't help you out there. The only reason you wouldn't qualify for first day coverage is if you had some really significant health or medical issues, like, you had a terminal illness and you were going to die in the next 12 months, or you had dementia, or you're on dialysis or in a hospital or in a nursing home. So if you had anything kind of significant like that, we'd probably refer you out to a different insurance company. The other thing that seems to happen every week actually, is we get somebody that will call up and say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. The body's down at the funeral home. The funeral director's not going to do anything until he gets a check in his hand. So we need to get this insurance really quick so we can get a check in our hand to get that to the funeral director. And we have to let them know that there's no insurance company in the United States that's going to offer a policy on somebody who's already dead, somebody who's died. That's not the way this insurance works. And it's really terrible that somebody died, but it's really terrible they didn't take care of this in advance. They knew they weren't going to live forever. They probably thought about taking care of this, and they just died sooner than they thought. And it's a terrible legacy to leave behind that you didn't take care of this, and now your family is strapped for cash. They don't have any money, and they're going to suffer financially. But not only that, just the emotional toll you're putting them through by not providing this to them, and them suffering through this at the worst time of their life when somebody died unexpectedly. So don't be that person. Don't be that person. Just get this insurance. It's affordable. If you can't afford as much as you want, just get what you can afford. You can always add more coverage later. We can help you out with that. Be a better person. Leave a great legacy. Now, one thing we don't recommend is the 2-year waiting period plans. And Colonial Penn's fairly well known. A lot of people don't know their $9.95 plan is a 2-year waiting period. Yuck, 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 yuck. Yeah, there's other companies out there too. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha line, AIG, Gerber. And there's also a bunch of other companies. That's all they sell is 2-year waiting period plans. And some of these companies have done a really great job of convincing the American public that if you're over age 50, the only thing you qualify for is a plan with a 2-year waiting period, to which we say, ha, 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 nothing could be further from the truth. Don't fall for such silliness, because we help people with first day coverage all day long. Now, if you're a 57-year-old male, you might actually watch that Colonial Penn commercial and go, oh my gosh, $9.95. I'm probably going to get $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, maybe even $50,000 for $9.95. And then you actually get on the website or talk with one of their agents. You see 57-year-old male, $9.95. One unit is only $1,313. I don't even think that's probably enough to cover a cremation in most parts of the country. But it doesn't matter, because it's got a 2-year waiting period, and it's not going to pay for a full 2 years if you die for a health or medical reason. And now that $1,313, it's not going to spend as much, or it's not going to buy as much 2 years from now. Yeah, because of inflation. So yeah, just you got to watch rates like these. Some would say, when people have these super low rates, it's probably not too hard to believe that you're going to get upsold once you get on the phone with some of these folks. And I'm not saying that's the case with Colonial Penn, but I maybe, you tell me. But let's see, $20,000. Can we even get $20,000? Let's see. We got to play around with the pricing here. What's 12 units? 15? No. Let's go up to 14 units. Nope. They max out at 15 units. Yeah, you can't even get $20,000. The max you can get is $19,695. And that's going to be $150, roughly. $149.25. Round it up. $150. Let's see what first day coverage would be. So here we got $20,000 male, age 57. Get quote. Again, we're going to go back and check this. Roughly $20,000 for $150. Look at this. $69. Roughly $70. This is first day coverage. That's what level means. Great company. We work with them. We can help you. And yeah, look at that. $70 versus $150. And here's the interesting thing. So that is $80 a month more. And Colonial Penn will allow you the privilege of overpaying $80 more each month for the rest of your life. And they'll have you suffer through a 2-year waiting period. So that $80 a month is roughly $960 a year. After 10 years, that would be an extra $9,600 roughly you would have overpaid on a $20,000 policy. Tell me, does that make any sense at all when you can get first day coverage for right around $70? Yeah, I didn't think so. Let's take a look at some other companies here. And you'll be able to kind of see all of these. Like here at Lumico, first day coverage, $85. We see them once, but look at that. That's $15 more a month. That's $180 more a year. After 10 years, that would be $1,800 more. why would you buy a plan when you know it's going to cost you an extra $1,800 roughly more after 10 years? Right? Around $3,600 if you live 20 years. Why would you waste money? Don't do such nonsense. Let's take a look here. Find out. You'll be able to see all these companies here. Oh, here we go. Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company, I guess. I mean, look at that pricing. It's gee, more. Level, first day coverage, that's good. But look at this, $104.91, roughly $105. Now, they've got a deal where, when you pass away, they'll call 2-3 different funeral homes to, like, supposedly get you the lowest pricing, maybe do a couple other things. But it's not free. They charge, it's more expensive. They got to cover that cost. So roughly $105 versus $70. So that's $35 more a month, roughly. That's an extra $420 a year, roughly. After 10 years, that would be an extra $4,200, roughly. Now, you got to ask yourself, is it worth overpaying roughly $4,200 for somebody to make 2 or 3 phone calls and maybe do a couple other things that might only take an hour or so? A lot of people would say that's a pretty good payday for the insurance company. Yeah, so we don't recommend that. Just save the money, do this. And then what we also do is we provide a free funeral and estate planning guide. And what you do is you just download and print that off our website. And then you just fill it out and you go, who gets what and what goes where and what do you want done after you're gone. Keep it with your insurance policy. Then when you pass away, everything's together. And your family will have the money to take care of everything, but they'll also be able to do exactly what you wanted and fulfill your final wishes. All they've got to do is just execute the stuff that you've written down for them. And what a wonderful gift to leave behind for them. You've not only protected them financially, but also protected them emotionally, because they're not going to have to guess about a thing that you wanted done. And they'll know that you were thinking about them in life in a time when, death would be an unfortunate reality for you. But what a gift of love and what a legacy to leave behind. So, yeah, do that. Save money, too. So, yeah, go to funeralfunds.com. We've got these quarters on just about every page. We've got a specific quarter for our YouTube viewers, funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And you can get the best discounts and lowest rates there. You can call us at 888-862-9456. And one of our agents can get you the pricing and help you qualify for. And whether you've got an existing policy and you want to price shop it to see if you got the best deal, or you want to add coverage to it, we can help you out with that. If you just want to add, get some new coverage, we can help you do that. And if you're just looking for help or want to understand maybe what's the best policy or just need some information, we can help you out with that too. We look forward to the day that you reach out to us or we reach out to you and help you out with this. Until that day comes, you stay safe, you take care. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.